Hey basketball guys, we have news. Let's go to more news from the Golden State Warriors, but before that, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and leave your like. Warriors are having a wonderful season, far above what NBA analysts predicted. Stephen Curry is being brilliant. With each game he improves his performance and the Warriors are happy to see him play. With a 9-2 record, the fans are excited, euphoric, but we know that the icing on the cake is still missing, in this case a second star to help Stephen Curry. Rumors, trade between three teams, will leave the Warriors favorites for the championship with the acquisition of Brandon Ingram. Despite the team's strong start to the new season, NBA legend Charles Barkley does not think they will be able to sustain this level of play. I think they're too small. Everybody's fresh and feeling good right now. Everybody else is feeling good, and nobody's got bumps and bruises, and I think their shooting will go down. They're playing well right now. I just don't think that it's sustainable. One of the biggest reasons for their record has been the play of two-time MVP Steph Curry. The future Hall of Famer finished Tuesday's victory with 37 points, 6 rebounds, 9 assists, 1 steal and 2 blocks while shooting 14 of 27 from the field and 5 of 12 from the three-point range in 35 minutes of playing time. Brandon Ingram is a great second star for the Warriors. The Golden State Warriors are searching the trade market for a second star to pair with Stephen Curry. The Warriors are 9-2 but may feel that their roster is unsustainable, especially as it's devoid of a second All-Star. While Golden State will inevitably be linked to Jimmy Butler and other big names between now and February, a more likely acquisition might be Brandon Ingram of the New Orleans Pelicans. On Wednesday, Bleacher Report's Dan Favale proposed a three-team trade involving the Toronto Raptors that would send Ingram to Golden State. The Raptors would receive Gary Payton II and a second-round pick in the trade. New Orleans would receive, per Favale, Gue Santos, Andrew Wiggins, 2025 first-round pick, via Golden State, Toronto's 2026 second-round pick, top 55 protection, Atlanta's 2028 second-round pick, via Golden State. Messing with the Warriors right now feels unforgivable, Favale said. Yet, there remain moments in which the need for a bona fide second option is undeniable. Their walloping at the hands of Cleveland is a good example. More generally, the half-court offense continues to struggle when Stephen Curry isn't on the court. Ingram is not the most intuitive fit, though he's much more plug-and-play when he's taking this many threes. And the Warriors must reconcile his next contract with Jonathan Kuminga heading into restricted free agency. At this cost, though, you shouldn't overthink it. Ingram's impending payday bilks New Orleans of leverage. It can push to receive Moses Moody, the math works, or another first. Golden State can consider acquiescing if the Pelicans have the suitors to back it up but shouldn't have to unload its asset clip to get him. Ducking the tax as part of this trade is a plus for the Pelicans, who may be thinking in gap-year terms. Wiggins' contract, 2 years, $58.4 million, is more palatable relative to the rest of their long-term cap sheet. The Raptors could flinch at taking on Payton. But they remain just under the tax. An Atlanta second-rounder isn't nothing, and as an added bonus, they would corner the market on smaller guards who defend like blanketing wings. Ingram is in the final year of a 5-year, $158.3 million deal. Klay Thompson left nearly speechless over emotional Warriors tribute. The Golden State Warriors welcomed Klay Thompson back to Chase Center on Tuesday night with open arms. Upon his arrival, hundreds of Warriors employees lined up at the entrance of the arena to literally tip their captains' hats to honor their former superstar shooting guard. Before the game, the Warriors showed their tribute video for Thompson as they looked back on the 5-time All-Star's unforgettable 13-year stint in the Bay Area. It was the perfect tribute for a player who helped lead the Warriors to an iconic dynasty run that saw them lift 4 titles in the span of 8 years. Thompson could not help but get emotional after seeing that near 2-minute video, which was also shown in the arena for all the fans to see. the cameras captured Thompson's immediate reaction to the tribute, which left him near speechless. After uttering the word, "wow," Thompson took a couple of seconds to soak it all in. Clearly, the 34-year-old appreciated all the love from his former home fans. According to coach Steve Kerr, the tribute was supposed to end with Steph Curry saying a few words to honor his former Splash brother. However, Curry spoke with Thompson beforehand and the pair agreed that it would be better for the former not to speak after the video so that they could focus on the game. Curry and Thompson have a strong bond, one that was formed during their memorable time together with the Warriors. All of that will be put aside for the game, though, as both players do everything in their power to help their respective teams win. Draymond Green on how hard it is to keep in touch with Klay Thompson. It's a very one-sided thing. Draymond Green faced off against Klay Thompson for the first time ever in the NBA in the Golden State Warriors' 120-117 win over the Dallas Mavericks on Tuesday. After the game, Green was asked if he had kept in touch with Thompson following his departure and gave a hilarious answer. "You ever tried to keep in touch with Klay?" "It's a very one-sided thing," Green said. "The love is there, the relationship is there. I'll get back in touch after the season. We'll both be in LA, we'll kick in and spend some time together, but I'm not adding more gray hairs to myself just trying to chase Klay down. No chance." Green and Thompson were teammates for 12 seasons on the Warriors, and the former knows trying to keep in touch with the latter is an exercise in futility. The guard has never come across the type who is interested in that. Thompson also admitted in an interview that he doesn't keep in touch with Green and Stephen Curry. That doesn't mean the love is gone, though, and after their first ever game against each other in the NBA, Draymond had a nice little message for his former teammate. "Love you, bro," Green said. "Way to hoop." Thompson's first game at Chase Center as a visiting player saw him put up 22 points, 4 rebounds, and 3 assists in 34 minutes. He went 7-17 from the field and 6-12 from beyond the arc, but it wasn't enough to get the win, and the Mavericks have now dropped to 5-6 in this 2024-25 season. While Thompson's new team has gotten off to a rough start, his old role is on a roll. The Warriors are now 9-2 on the season and sit atop the standings in the Western Conference. Green's good play has played a part in this hot start, and he made some big plays against the Mavericks here too. The 34-year-old played great defense down the stretch, with the highlight being an incredible block on Daniel Gafford. Green finished the game with 11 points, 7 rebounds, 6 assists, 3 steals, and 2 blocks. He went 3-6 from the field, 2-4 from 3, and 3-4 from the line as the Warriors got off to a winning start in the NBA Cup. Green and the Warriors have another Cup game coming up next, as they take on the Memphis Grizzlies at Chase Center on Friday at 10 p.m. Eastern Time. Draymond Green watched the Klay Thompson tribute video beforehand so he wouldn't be emotional before the game. Green also revealed during his post-game press conference that he watched the tribute video the Warriors had prepared for Thompson beforehand so that he wouldn't get emotional before the game. "I just watched his tribute video earlier," Green said. "I just didn't want to deal with those emotions because A, there is a love for Klay that ain't going anywhere. But B, watching his reruns, we are all a part of that. So then you start to go into the emotion of, oh man, I remember that. Hey, on that playoff run, we had to do this, overcome this. You start to go down those lanes. Let him have that. You watch out for the first time, you deal with those emotions," Green added. "I had zero interest in dealing with them, and so that was a big thing for me. I just did not want the first time I saw his tribute video to be me standing there watching it." Green actually didn't come out to the court when the video was being played. The Warriors had also provided their fans with captain's hats in honor of Thompson. The crowd tipped their hats to Thompson, and Green was asked if he had some trouble keeping himself together at that moment. The 4-time All-Star hilariously stated he didn't because it had nothing to do with him. Green also added he would tip his cap to Thompson when he takes him on his boat in the summer.